The elite of women's rugby are back. Europe's top sides excelled at the World Cup, and now they're fighting it out for another prize, the Six Nations Trophy, in what could be one of the most competitive competitions to date. In the past, the Six Nations has been a very different story. England claimed the title for 7 years in a row, including 6 Grand Slams. Ireland finally broke the trend in 2013, and then France won last year's tournament to claim their first title since 2005. It's all changed for the reigning champions, though. They have 8 players making international debuts, and captain Gaël Mignon admits repeating last year's heroics will be tough.
On va aller dans leur stade.
We're playing England and Ireland away this year, which is a big challenge. It's going to be even more difficult than last year, but we'll do everything we can to win it.
Pour essayer de le relever.
World Cup semi-finalists Ireland go into the tournament having already qualified for 2017, but with 12 uncapped players to blood and several Sevens specialists to integrate. They'll be playing favourable home matches against France and England, but new captain Niamh Briggs insists they won't be complacent and that their focus is firmly on the opening match against Italy.
Look, I think at this level there are no easy games, and the more games that you have at home, the better it is, because ultimately that's where you get your support from. But look, we haven't really spoken about where we're going to be in 4 or 5 weeks' time. We haven't really looked past the Italy match, and that's got to be our main focus now. Italy are very good. They're a very strong squad. They haven't lost any players, and they'll have great experience. So for us, it's going to be really important that we focus in on that and not look past it.
England will be looking to win back the title for the first time since 2012, but there have been a lot of changes for the world champions, with retirements, new coaching staff and clashes with Sevens to deal with.
It's a year of change this year, so we had 6 players retire after the last cycle of World Cup. We've got 20 players who are training within the EPS, within the elite squad, but are away with the Sevens. We've got a whole load of new players come in, so it's the year of change, I think, for us, and you would expect that at the end of a World Cup cycle and the start of a new one.
Wales remain one of the youngest squads in Europe, but have made fewer changes than many of their rivals. But like Scotland and Italy, they'll face the added pressure of World Cup qualification in the next 2 Six Nations tournaments.
It gives us something to focus on. Definitely, going to have to target a couple of games. It's a tricky one for us this season because it's 3 games away. All the Blues away, so when you look at sort of France on a Friday night, we know that's going to be a really tough opposition for them. We played them first in the World Cup, so we know that we can give them a good 40 minutes, but it's going to be key to us to make sure that we give them a good 80 minutes and make sure that we get some results. We can't take our foot off the pedal against teams like Scotland and Italy, because they've punished us before. So all our away games are going to be very tricky this year.
The last 2 years have seen impressive performances from Italy, with a historic win over France in 2013 and an all-time best 4th place finish last year, something they'll look to keep up in this year's tournament. We'll certainly be looking to win a couple of games like we did last year, but we'll take it match by match. The first one against Ireland will be a hard one, but we'll do our best, like we always do. For Scotland, the last 4 years have seen them finish bottom of the table without a win. But with international preparation beginning back in August, they're determined to change that and are clear about what they need to do.
Try scored, performances and a win. Yeah, because that would be better. That we would be 1 up from last year, so that's an improvement, and that's all you can ask.
Inevitably, England, France and Ireland will be seen as favourites to win the championship. After all, they were 3 of the 4 semi-finalists at last summer's World Cup. For Italy, Scotland and Wales, it's likely to be World Cup qualification on their minds, as well as improved final rankings. And with more global interest than ever before, this is going to be an important tournament for women's rugby.